friend, I lost respect for Kimmi when she sat there and let that man say that she was laying on her back suffering through it. And all of the fans and Claudia Jordan and even Funky Dineva was trying to get him to apologize, and he never apologized for it. Girl, I know you not on this reunion taking your problems and your worries out on Mel, all because you didn't chase down this young bald head geezer, and he didn't traded in your granny panties after you didn't took care of his son and went to war with his ex-wife. And now you out here looking like a fool while he playing around with Harry Hines girls. Talking about a botched BBL. Said Mel had a botched BBL, bad butt job, yada, yada, yada. And Tisha, I know you not snickling and giggling. I know you the last person who should be snickling and giggling. What round of BBLs are you on, sweetie? Because I know you don't think we think all that weight loss is natural. And you didn't get that booty and them hips naturally. Looking like a raccoon face with them cheap-ass Target two-piece fitness sets on. Trying to get a sponsorship. Girl, I have a feeling that this reunion is going to be all about Mel. And I keep talking stuff about Mel and all of her subliminals. I hope your subliminals mean I'm about to quit the show and sue Kingdom Reign. Girl, and speaking of old fools, we're going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Because if Trina ain't one of the oldest foolish ass women I done seen, what happened to the baddest bitch? What happened to pull over my ass is too fat? Girl, her fish face, flat face ass, Trina, you was embarrassing me and my homegirls. And then you got your non-rapping ass man pouring a bottle of alcohol on Bobby. Bye. If it was any time to slap the taste out of somebody, I need you to ignite your inner Scorpio and slap the dog shit out of Trina's husband. Girl, it was a lot going on today. Trump ass stopping student loans. Did y'all hear about that? For the people who was in my comments talking about the deportation and shit, it don't affect us. It don't affect us. Well, bitch, do this affect y'all? Do that affect y'all? Anyway, y'all, I'm sorry. We also gonna talk about too Baba Girl. So if y'all watch Young, Famous, and African, my review of Girl, not too Baba then came on this internet and divorced Annie. But I found out from my little African Tinder that they've been separated for a long time. Because when I mentioned it to him, he was like, yeah, they ain't together. They ain't been together in years. I was like, what you talking about? I was like, no, this just happened. He was like, no, everybody in Africa knows that they ain't been together for a long time. Anyway, we're going to talk about it. We gonna talk about it. Welcome back, friend. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Y'all know I'm on my lunch break. Tuesday I have all of my meetings, so I might try to make this quick. Later on, we'll come and talk about some other little tea that I want to get into. But for now, we gonna start off with a little Love and Marriage Huntsville, Annie and two Baba and Trump or whatever, and then I'll end off with Love and Hip Hop Miami, because it wasn't really a lot that happened on the episode. Tell me if y'all still watch Love and Hip Hop Miami. I watched the episode last night. They don't really have nothing going on. They really didn't have nothing going on. Anyway, so let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. They just dropped a new clip of the reunion, a reunion teaser. So in the clip, Kimmi is talking to Melody, and I guess this is a continuation of the DUI stuff. So Kimmi is saying, so Mel is trying to explain to her, I'm talking about the lipstick situation because that's what the blogs are talking about. And, you know, I'm bringing up current events, which is, I don't think Mel should have had to break this down kindergarten style, because y'all are on the TV show. Y'all always talk about the current shit that's going on. Didn't Maurice and Martell and them, didn't y'all talk about Martell doing that Tasha K interview? Didn't y'all talk about Melody and Martell and them getting into it when they was going through that whole thing in the baby situation? So let's not act like it's a new concept. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to change the program because the program is on you right now. Anyway, so Kimmi gonna clap back. And Kimmi gonna say, I don't care about what's on the blogs. Da, da, da. They was talking about your botched BB, whatever botched butt job you had. I don't give a fuck about that. And you worried about me touching on Martell. I said, oh, hold on, bitch. First of all, who you calling a bitch? Mel has never called you a bitch, Kimmi. You were waiting to get to turn up on Mel. You were waiting for that. I don't know who blew your damn head up with that tacky ass number 30/number 27 childish ass plastic ponytail little hairstyle you got going on. Ain't you half 100? Why you got that girl? Anyway, my whole thing is, didn't you just go to mimosas with Melody? Wasn't you just at her house eating brunch, trying to tell all the tea about Trish and Chris Fletcher? Where was that energy then? So y'all had already got past this conversation. So why are you turned up at the reunion like that? Oh, because now it's time for all of them to go against Mel, so you feel like, hey, my man here, I got to take up for my man. Baby, your man is an attorney, allegedly. And they said that you paid for his education, but I digress. He can defend himself, Kimmi. That's the point. The truth, you can't defend the truth, Kimmi. We seen his mugshot. The truth is, you didn't know where your man was. You deflecting talking about Martell. I ain't want Martell. We ain't talking about Martell. We're talking about your man. Your man letting you go home. When you was ready to go that night after y'all was at the club, he said, bitch, you go home. Soak your knees and your ankles or whatever you gonna do. Get you some Epsom salt because I'm out here in these motherfucking streets. You the one woke up in the middle of the night and couldn't find your man and went searching for your man. And the police found him. And we saw his mugshot. So, bitch, why is you mad at Melody? Those are Fendi facts. And everybody on the internet speculated, was he out with a girl? Why wasn't he at home? Why was he out at 11 o'clock? You didn't even know where your man was. So how you mad at us for speculating that he might have been out with a girl? You act like this is the first allegation of Maurice cheating. And the crazy part about it is, how would you go film with Coleslaw and she the one said that he was out with big bags? Mel just said that the people said he had some lipstick on his thing. Coleslaw the one who said that he was out with big bags. Remember that? And you gonna film with her now? Girl, Kimmi, you got misplaced anger. All of the anger that you spewing out to Mel should be spewed to Maurice. Where was that energy when Maurice had you taking care of Monster and raising Monster after you had just finished putting Jalen through college? You was done with that shit, but he made the executive decision to bring his son down full time and make you take care of him. Or where was that energy when he was telling you, you gonna lay down and suffer through it, or he gonna continue to do that? He gonna continue to steal. Just a few months ago, he just said if he go out and stay out all night, that's on him. Carlos King them tried to talk to him, but Maurice never apologized. Never. And he never said he was gonna do nothing different. And bitch, where was that energy with Kiowa? Cause you ain't never called Kiowa no bitch in your life. And both Kiowa and Tisha in them early seasons insinuated that you was a side chick. You was messing with Maurice when he still wasn't done. You was down there at the barbershop acting like you wanted to get Jalen haircut so you could fuck on Maurice. So I hate girls who get crunk with people that you know what I'm saying, that they feel they can get away with it. You know Mel ain't gonna stand up and nuck if you buck with your ass. So you want to pipe up on her and call her a bitch. You ain't pipe up on Kiowa. You was real nice and polite. And you chose your words carefully. Girl, I guess, child. If I'm Mel, I'd leave. I'd leave at this point because it seems like the first part of reunion is going to be trying to act like Mel messy for calling Maurice out on everything that we seen all over the TV screens, all over the blogs and everything. And Destiny trying to insinuate that Mel wanted to have a threesome of whatever the hell that is. I guess, child, it's crazy how they're trying to paint Mel the villain as if these other people don't have tons of other stuff going on. But I guess, child, it's a Carlos King production. He was on I seen the live last night with him and Dustin. It was boring to me. Dustin mentioned at the very end how Mel was how Trish was wrong for calling Mel garbage. Carlos King didn't chime in. He didn't say none of that. And Mel is the star of your show. She made your show what it is. Let's be clear. Let's be crystal clear. So the fact that you didn't chime in and say nothing, and then a few comments later, when somebody said something mean about Trish, you like, oh, well, that's mean. Well, you ain't say it was mean for Trish to call Mel garbage. Anybody who's watched that episode and reviewed it, I've heard them say, Trish, wrong road, Trish. Even the people who don't like Melody have said that, bitch, you done lost your mind calling Melody garbage. Like, Melody will eat you alive. Let's be clear. And I hope Melody eat her ass alive at the reunion. I don't know. Are y'all looking forward to the reunion, child? I just feel like I'm going to have to curse some Scott sluts out. I'm sorry. I don't know how to sugarcoat it, but I just feel like the audacity. And Tisha, I know this ain't what you talking about you was proud of. I've been saying all season Tisha been putting a battery in Destiny's back so she can go at Mel. And now she's happy that Kimmi finally, I guess, had some beef with Mel at the reunion. Because you sick of trying to go at Mel at the reunion? Tell me what y'all think about this Love and Marriage Huntsville stuff, girl. These whores something else. I'm sorry. If I'm Melody, I'm going to pull a Jocelyn Hernandez Love and Hip Hop reunion circa season, what was that, 6, when she got up and started just beating everybody ass? Bam, bam. Ran through, grabbed Tammy ponytail. I'm sorry. I'll snatch Tisha wig off, grab Kimmi by that ponytail. You know, Kimmi, that shit look plastered on and pasted on. That shit ain't going nowhere. I'll just ring around the rosy that bitch. I don't know. You know, when the Scorpio crash out, we go ahead and go hard or go home. I'm gonna get fired anyway. Fuck it. I'm finna take this plastic ass ponytail with me. Anyway, y'all, let's move on. I'm stupid. Make sure y'all subscribe and like my video, chat. Anyway, what we gonna talk about next? Annie and Subaba. So for those of y'all who watch my young famous and African review, so Annie was the one who was talking shit about the wedding. She got into it with Zari. She got into it with Swanky about those messages and shit. Just a bunch of shit. So we know they've been on and off for a long time. So for those of y'all who didn't watch season 1 and 2 of Young, Famous, and African, there was like a huge topic season 1 and season 2. Annie is in this toxic marriage. She's been married to him for well over like 10, 15. They've been married forever or whatever. But throughout this time, he's had multiple kids on her. And then Baba, his real name Innocent, he's a rapper. He came out and said that it's in a man's nature to cheat on his woman. And it's not because he cheats on you, that doesn't mean he doesn't love you, but the penis has a mind of its own. First of all, girl, he looked like a reformed crackhead. I'm sorry. Ain't no way he a rich artist and his teeth still look like that. He got baby shark teeth. Baby shark, do. He definitely got those types of teeth. Go look at him. Go Google Baba Innocent. Look at his teeth and then come back, friend. I'm not being mean. Anyway, child. So he posted like a little message basically saying that they're getting a divorce, yada, yada, yada. Then he doubled back and said his account was hacked, but then posted a message from the account and was like, when I get the account back. That's just like me coming on here like, y'all, my YouTube channel hacked. When I get my YouTube channel back, I come like, how is you okay? How is you okay? Girl, anyway, so Baba came back and basically doubled down and was like, no, my shit wasn't hacked. I'm done with this bitch. It's over. We've been separated for a long time. So like I told y'all, my little African tender or whatever, he's Nigerian. Actually, he's from the Benin Republic. The same place Simon from, girl. I don't trust this nigga for can say. I don't trust him far as I can see him. He be trying to get me over his house, girl. Boy, bye. Anyway, but he said that they haven't been together in a very long time, because when I mentioned it, he said, yeah, they've been divorced for a long time. They ain't been together for some years. And I was like, no, The moral of the story is they getting a divorce. So everybody is really concerned about Annie and her well-being, because as we know, she ain't wrapped too tight. Mind you, I always wondered what was going on with Annie, because during the season, you know how she fidget a lot and move back and forth and sway. If you ever been around somebody on drugs, and I don't know this is all alleged in my opinion, but if you ever been around somebody on drugs, which is crazy because a lot of people who've never been around people on drugs can't identify the mannerisms that a person on drugs has and the stuff that they do. But she always strikes me as a person who may be on something, coupled with like mental health issues, dealing with a man that she loves who's constantly having all of these babies on her. So anyway, a lot of people are, worried about Annie's well-being. She hasn't came out and said anything. I did some research. So a few years ago, people were speculating that Annie had cancer, but she came out and said that she didn't have cancer. On the show, on this last season, she seemed unhinged too. So we know that they were separated at that time. Remember when I kept saying about the whole Zari and Swanky? Remember when they came to the house and made up with Annie for all of that crazy shit that she did? When they were in the kitchen and it was just her and Zari, you can tell Zari had genuine concern in her face. And she didn't even really give a fuck about the shit Annie said about the wedding. She was just asking her, like, she was like, are you okay though? Are you okay? And then when her and Swanky made up, they never came to a resolution about the videos and Annie talking shit about him. But in his confessional, Swanky said, sometimes you have to have empathy for a person. And I was saying, I think that their love for her and whatever she's going through is more than whatever the little situation, the petty shit that they, you know what I'm saying? Her talking about the wedding and the text messages and shit. I feel like at that time, they knew that Annie was going through this separation. She was without two Baba. Imagine staying with a man after he done had all of these babies on you, and then he still leave you. I don't know, child. Her brother has accused her, Annie's brother has accused her of doing drugs and stuff in the past or whatever. And I remember when Swanky and Annie got into it, season 2 or whatever, when Swanky was talking about how he knew all of her secrets and all of this other stuff that'll destroy her, they thought she was talking about Tu Baba and all of these kids and stuff, but they were saying that the drug use could be attributed to what he was talking about as well. So I don't know. I told y'all I looked at a video like a week ago of Annie, and it's all over Instagram. You could just type her name into Instagram or whatever, and she looked horrible. She looked like Holiday Hard little cousin. And I ain't trying to be funny because she probably, but she did, because her lips was really, really white. And it's crazy because Annie, and a lot of people said this about Young, Famous, and African, they didn't give us enough backstory about these people, only because that's just how I am, season 1 or whatever. And even with the new characters, I always go and Google these people and research, so I'll know exactly who they was. Like, I knew Diamond was like a huge superstar, you know what I'm saying, before I started watching or whatever. Annie used to be a very, very famous actress, and she was beautiful. Like, if you look at some of Annie's old pictures, Annie was beautiful, baby. Like, so it's crazy how being attached to the wrong man can totally change the trajectory of your life. You know what I'm saying? She was like Gabrielle Union pretty. Google Annie, and she was a famous actress, got with this rapper guy, and then look at the way her life changed. She may have gotten on drugs. She then got used and abused by this man, allegedly, for years. He then broke her down mentally and spiritually by having all of these babies on her and the public humiliation, only for him to leave you and divorce you publicly. Let's pray for Annie, child. I don't know. Should we call Annie dumb? No, she going through a lot. At this point, we're gonna give her some empathy, child. We're not gonna We not gonna call her a dumb bitch like the Trinas and the Rashidas of the world. Exactly. Some American girls, we Teflon Don, or at least we supposed to be. Anyway, let's move on. What do we want to talk about? We'll talk about Trump last. Since we on the subject of dumb bitches, let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Miami real quick. So, are y'all still watching Love and Hip Hop Miami? Let me know, because I'll stop, child. I'm going to watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta tonight. So, I did go ahead and watch Love and Hip Hop Miami. They wasn't talking about shit. We got the remainder of the part where Flo was calling Amara a black bitch, and how black bitches jealous of light-skinned bitches. Meanwhile, the dark-skinned girl look better than you, child. I'm sorry, light-skins. You got to take the good with the bad. Y'all got to take Flo. Y'all got to take Flo. I mean, put her on punishment or put her in the corner or something, but somebody need to give her a lecture about how to get her shit together. Put her in the corner with Amanda Seals. I bet she, after listening to Amanda Seals talk that much, I'm sure she'll get her shit together. Anyway, child, so then Flo calls Amara. She said, you a bad mom. You a bad mom because you won't let your daughter see their siblings. So Amara immediately gets pissed, like, girl, you been listening to my baby daddy. And Alan clout chasing ass, bitch, so not only is you on this show, Amara didn't even know you were in Miami. So you didn't come here to come see your daughters that you ain't seen in years. You came here to clout chase, be on the show, fuck with my ops, and then tell my ops why you fucking in my business? What? These new wave of sassy men. You better than me, ho. You is way better than me. Anyway, so she get an attitude. Later on, Amara meets with Alan and basically telling him, you the ops. Why are you fucking with some girls that you know I'm into it with? And why are you telling them my business? This ain't gonna get you closer to your daughters or taking my daughters to go meet your other daughters. And I feel the same way as Amara. You supposed to be trying to patch up our relationship, and then you gonna mess with, first of all, we already was beefing because you was fucking with her sister. Then you gonna fuck with the other sister that I'm beefing with, and then tell her business and give her ammo to come at me? Girl, these new... Alan, Alan ain't shit, girl. Throw him back in the Puerto Rican waters where he came from, the rivers and the lakes that he used to, because I don't know. Anyway, so during the little event, the Helping Hands event that Shay is having, Ching Diamond gets up there and she starts rapping and performing, talking shit, throwing shots at Shay. Then she was like, what did she say? Oh, she was like, last time a bitch selling tea talk about big bitches. She said, you may be selling tea, but I'm clocking tea, which was kind of cute. You know, you may be selling tea, but I'm clocking tea. But Shay was looking like dumb the fool because she didn't know that she didn't book this girl to perform at her shit and give your local ass a chance. And then you go talk about me on my shit. It kind of reminded me on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Remember when Dime Piece was booked to perform for Mimi and then she brought the other girl out? That was funny. Anyway, so Shay sit down and talk to Ching Diamond. Shay tell her the whole story, like, no, I call her a big dragon ass bitch because her sister lied on my man and said that she was pregnant by him. Come to find out she wasn't, and it was some rah. And that's why I called her a big bitch, because she was talking shit about me. Like, we was just into it. I ain't just on no fat shaming shit. And I believe Shay. Shay was really sincere and mature this episode. So Ching Diamond go back and talk to Zoe because she feel like low-key Zoe set you up. Zoe did set you up. You could have ruined the whole opportunity with this girl, not to mention the other ladies in the audience. Like, I'm not gonna book this bitch and she gonna talk shit about me. Anyway, so they talk about they dirty ass mans. Ching Diamond, her man in jail. He ain't got no damn release date. Girl, ain't no future with no broke ass man in jail. Whatever. Anyway, so she tells Zoe, she said, hey, well, Shay invited me to be an ambassador for her brand. It's called Helping Hands, which I thought that was so mature and nice of Shay. You know what I'm saying? So Zoe like, y'all some fake bitches, da-da-da-da. Ching Diamond like, bitch, we friends. You the one played me. We all could work this out. Come to the event with me. So she goes to the event where Shay and Zoe make up. They both apologize to each other. That was the end of that. Trina is working on her audiobook. Girl, Trina working on her audiobook and her new song with Swerve. They still talking about Hot Topic exposing the fact that they married and the whole Bobby thing. And it's crazy. Trina, we don't want to hear about Hot Topic exposing the fact that y'all married. Now we know y'all married. Y'all done had anniversary parties and all of this other shit. Who gives a fuck who told us? Let's talk about his baby mama and you paying child support. And you talking about this bitch is underneath you and can never be around you or some shit like that. So what happens when you find out that that is his child and you got to help take care of that child? That child going to always remember the way you talked about me. Or if I'm the baby mama, I'm never going to let my child stay with Trina. I'm sorry. Trina seemed like one of them evil types of bitches who will try to pinch your baby or something. You know what I'm saying? Trina, I'm sorry. Trina gives those vibes. I don't care if she's a celebrity or not. She gives one of those types of bitches that you let your child come around her and she might pinch the child or, you know what I'm saying? Trina, I'm sorry. Trina's spirit is not pure to me. Which I don't know this girl's spirit like that, but she don't give me I'm a good person vibes. I'm sorry. I damn sure I wouldn't leave my child around Trina. I don't give a fuck if you is married to that bitch. You'll have to see my child in the confine. I'll have to be there when it'll be supervised visits. I don't know. Do Trina get those vibes out to y'all? I'm sorry. After you said I was beneath you and the trash and all that other shit, you think I'm finna have my child around you? Hell no, child. Anyway, but that's what I really want to hear about. So later on, Trina and them having a little release party for their song, child. The song is like, that energy you'll never forget. It's so elementary. Trina, you so stupid, child. I thought Hot Topic was a stalking ass bitch because she gets into it with Swerve back and forth about, them not respecting her marriage. She's still blaming it on Bobby, yada, yada, yada. But at this point, Hot Topic was right. Because y'all not even a year in and you're introducing him as an artist off the back of your celebrity. And he can't even rap. That's the killer part, y'all. This boy cannot rap. He sounds so elementary. I'm telling you. I'm like, girl, I don't know. It was trash. Trick and Joy and So Unique. So the girl that Trick used to talk to named So Unique. She got googly eyes for Joy now. And Trick loved Joy to death. So he like, Joy too smart and pretty to not see what this bitch doing. So we don't know if So Unique is just trying to click up with Joy so she can stay on the show because, she was mad about the Trick thing because she wanted to stay on the show. Or we don't know if she honestly want to just munch on Joy Cat. You know what I'm saying? She is a woman of the night. It's not, it wouldn't be wild thoughts for her to be bisexual and like Joy. I mean, Joy is a pretty girl. Exactly. Destiny. If Melody Holt was gonna talk to a girl, I'm sure it'd be somebody that looked like Joy and not you, flatback. I guess though, let's stay on target. Let's stay on target. Anyway, child, so Joy says she considering letting So Unique munch on her cat. That was pretty much it. Like I said, the episode was boring. Towards the end, after they I kind of clocked out once Trina and them start performing their songs and shit. I'm like, child, I'm losing hearing in my left eye. That shit was so trash. Trina, you should be ashamed, baby. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed, poo-poo. Anyway, so then Swerve and Hot Topic and them, all of them still talking about the same shit about who let the cat out the bag that Trina and them was married. And then Swerve, Trina's husband, goes over there out the blue and pours some champagne on Bobby's head. First of all, Bobby wasn't even talking about you. Bobby was actually defending y'all marriage after the fact to Hot Topic and telling Hot Topic to stay out of y'all business. So, that's some punk ass shit. You didn't pour no damn champagne on Trick head when Trick was getting on your ass, was you? It's given he wanted a moment. Like, Trina, where did you get him from? And I want to know, is Trina gonna have Bobby back? If Trina don't have your back, Bobby, you need to leave that bitch alone, cousin and all. For her to let some raggedy ass alley cat that she got off of from Okeechobee or wherever the fuck she got this nigga from at the hot dog stand. He cannot rap. He ain't got no damn money. For her to allow him, well, she ain't allow him, but if she don't curse his dog ass out, yo motherfucking ass, Trina, you need to start fast talking and curse this nigga out for pouring that drink on Bobby head. I felt bad for Bobby. Why did you do that? I don't like him. I don't like you. I don't like him. Anyway, so the episode was okay, y'all. It wasn't nothing that really happened. Bring Princess back. Bring Princess and Ray J and their toxicity back. And like I said, if they would have had Suki with the good coochie on her this season, it would have been a lot better. Because it's not giving. It's getting boring. They need to wind this down, give us a reunion, and get the fuck out of our lives. Take Flo, take Gael, take that sister coochie on. You know, that colorism, that left a bad taste in my mouth. I can't really go up for Amara like that because she a dumb slut bitch too. You know, excuse my language, y'all. Excuse my language. Anyway, so fuck that. Let's talk about Trump real quick. Tell me why. So I was just talking about the ICE raids, ICE raiding all of these different cities or whatever, and how they're doing like mass deportations and stuff like that. So like I said, a lot of people in my comments was like, that don't affect us, that don't affect our black business or whatever, and all of these things. But guess what? Just today, or was it yesterday, Trump put a pause on student loans and grants until they review the financial budget. So y'all shoved out all of that money to that Ukraine war. The government shoved out all of that money. We already about $1 trillion in debt. We already in debt. So now y'all are pausing. Girl, when I tell you they said they are pausing any more student loan disbursements, that means these kids or college kids, these people who are currently in school, what is it? It's spring? Luckily, they got their spring disbursements. What? Hold on. It's January. They may not have gotten their spring disbursements because they usually disperse your money like 3 weeks after school starts. So I pray anybody in college, you have kids in college, I pray that these people get their spring disbursements. Because if they don't get their disbursements, these people they probably can't pay for their tuition. Usually with the extra money that comes back, you pay for your books, you pay for room and board, not to mention all of the people living off their refund check. Baby, I lived off my refund check for about 5 years, 4 years of undergrad, 1 year of law school. So the amount of people that this gonna affect is crazy. Not only are they deporting people who work in kitchens, restaurants, construction projects. What happens when they can't complete these construction projects? When these highways aren't going to get finished. These schools aren't going to get finished because they didn't deported half of your workforce. Then the construction companies need loans because they facing liquidated damages and shit. People are behind on their The amount of damage this man is currently doing to our economy is insanity. Then we're gonna have a bunch of people owing mad loans, trying to get personal loans. And that's what I was wondering, y'all. I was wondering, is his plan? Mind you, he is teaming up with the owner of Facebook and Instagram, Elon Musk, and all of these, Jeff Bezos, all of these powerful men and these powerful companies. I feel like they're trying to put the American people in a financial deficit. All of these companies, first of all, if they're not finishing projects, these construction companies are going to go under. They're going to need loans just to finish these projects. yeah, a lot of these companies who employ these people, they're going to need extra workforce. They're going to need loans just to make it happen. All of these people who are going to school who can't meet their tuition, they can't pay for books, they can't finance their regular lives because they're not getting a refund check. I feel like they want all of these people to go through this financial crisis just so they'll have to go to these banks and these other, basically all of these financial heads, and they'll have all of the power. They got all of the money, so they have all of the power, because we're going to need them to survive, because a lot of these companies going to go under, or they're going to be in a financial crisis because y'all deporting all of their damn workers and shit. And then half of these people, they can't even finish an education to get a decent career and have a decent quality of life, so we all go be in financial straits. I don't know, y'all. Tell me what y'all think, girl. I ain't mean to end on a bad note. Let's end on a good note. Kimmi, I hope they curse your dirt. Just like, anyway, child, let me go. Tell me what y'all thought about what's going on today on a Tuesday in America, child. Trump then lost his motherfucking mind. I don't know. Black women, we did what we were supposed to do. We literally did. Speaking of black women, did y'all see that post about Funky Dineva the other day? I told y'all I don't follow him anymore, but Tasha K reposted some stuff he was saying about black women, girl, from his live the other day. He said we are literally the bottom of the totem pole, and that gay men would never want to be like us. When women say, oh, y'all want to be like us, he was like, black women, y'all are literally at the bottom of the totem pole. And as a black gay male, he has higher social currency than a girl. It was a lot. Don't believe me, child. Just get online and Google it. I was like, oh my God. I was flabbergasted. I was like, child, I used to love, my first set of YouTubers that I used to love was Funky Dineva, Justin JJ, and Spill It Boy TV, James Caldwell. Those was my favorite three to begin with. So I was shocked at how, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, all of these years I supported this man. And that's how you really, tell us how you really feel, child. I don't know. Anyway, black women, we did what we were supposed to do in this damn election. Even Hispanic women, most of the Hispanic women did what they were supposed to do in this election. It was a lot of the Hispanic men, 60-some% of Hispanic men voted for Trump. So now that you and your cousins now getting shipped off, or half of your workers getting shipped off, tell us what you think. But it's not only going to affect Hispanic people, it's going to affect us black folks. It's going to affect all of us, even not just black folks. If you're a white person and you not making over $200,000 a year, baby, you in danger. You in danger, Rachel. You're in danger, Colin. Exactly. When you got to come up out of tuition, and your kids can't afford tuition, or you got to help them with their bills because they ain't getting no refund check this semester. Girl, ain't this a bitch? Anyway, y'all, tell me what y'all think about the first part of the reunion. Or y'all gonna watch it. Tell me what y'all think about Kimmi and her plastic ponytail, calling Mel a bitch. Calling Mel a bitch and shit. And tell me what y'all think about Annie and Tubaba. Y'all think she okay? Do y'all think she gonna make an appearance? I hope somebody watching her. Anyway, that's all I got, friend. Make sure you comment. Y'all know I reply to all of my comments. Make sure you subscribe so we can snickle and giggle. I'ma need a snickle and giggle too, child, because I got a pre-construction meeting. And shit can either go real good or real bad. So y'all pray for your best friend. Exactly. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye, friend.